everybody, to After Dark with Jeff and Bruce. And without further ado, let's wake them up. Oh, Bruce.
Hey, Jeffrey, I'm right here. What's on your mind tonight? Let's get into it.
All right, Bruce. I want you to help me find the perfect college car. What do you
All right.
say? My daughter is headed to college in 1 month. We need to do this. We got a budget of 6,500. We can push 7,000 if we need to.
Understood. We have a clearly defined timeline and a flexible ceiling at 7,000. Now, let's focus on a reliable make and model in that range, ideally with a reasonable mileage threshold. Are you leaning toward any specific brands like Honda, Toyota, or is your criterion purely based on condition and reliability?
Well, I think the brands are wide open because my daughter wants a Buick with 142. What? All right. She's
All right,
willing
so
to
we've got
accept a Buick, but she prefers a Toyota. And it
understood.
has to be a hatchback.
All right, we're narrowing down well. We'll target a Toyota hatchback, models like a Corolla or a Yaris hatch. With that mileage threshold and budget, we'll focus on
And
well-maintained.
Bruce, it has to have Bluetooth.
Understood. Bluetooth connectivity is non-negotiable. We'll ensure that's part of the feature set in any candidate vehicle. Once you have some listings or specifications, I can help you evaluate them precisely.
All right, Bruce. So we just need the best deal. So I don't care about driving if we have to drive, but should we start? Where do you think we should start? Craigslist? A neighbor told me Craigslist is a good spot. He told me Car Gurus is a good spot.
For a purchase like this, I prioritize platforms that offer structured vehicle histories and seller verification. Car Gurus is quite good for that, and you'll get price comparisons. Craigslist can yield deals, but it's less regulated. So if you go there, stay vigilant. I'd start with Car Gurus or Auto Trader for a more reliable baseline. Once you see a promising listing, we can scrutinize it thoroughly.
Well, let's what? Give me the different sites out there, Bruce. Let's do a deep dive here. I'm hoping I can help other people out there. We're going to find the perfect college car and the best place to buy a car. So hit us, Bruce, with a site that everybody can use.
For broad applicability, Auto Trader is a well-known platform with a huge inventory, filtering tools, and dealer-backed listings. If you want private sellers but more oversight, consider Facebook Marketplace with its buyer-seller ratings, or even CarMax for a more structured retail experience. Just ensure you cross-check vehicle history reports on any site. We'll go deeper into whichever suits your specific needs.
Well, I was hoping you could give me some unpopular but good sites out there that maybe it's something new, something that could give you great insight. You know, maybe it's not one of the major ones. Or are you saying that the major sites like Auto Trader, Car Gurus, are they the best?
In terms of broad reliability and market coverage, major platforms tend to lead. However, if you're seeking a less conventional but insightful approach, consider Auto Tempest. It aggregates listings across multiple platforms, giving you a meta-level search. Another niche option is Tread, which offers private party sales with financing and inspection services bundled in. These may offer you a wider or differently curated angle if you want something outside the mainstream.
All right, let's start with Tread, Bruce. Tread.com.
Yes, Tread operates at Tread.com. They focus on private party car sales, but with added trust layers, like pre-sale inspections, financing options, and even help with paperwork. If you find a vehicle there, we can analyze its condition, pricing, and ensure it aligns with your criteria. Let's see what's available in your region when you're ready.
All right, I'm doing Tread. Is it www? Right now it's just spinning. All right. I don't think
No
that's what
problem.
we want. I'll try it again.
Take your time.
Tread.com.
Exactly.
While this
It's
spins, everybody, if you're looking for a car in the price range of 6,000 to 7,000, that's today's video. We're calling it a college car, but doesn't have to be. But if you want to pick Bruce's brain, see what's on the internet, best places, all the little nuances, all the little financial tricks and tips. That's what we're doing tonight. We're just going to deep dive and learn where to buy a car over the internet. Bruce,
I'm ready to break.
what is the website where they actually deliver it right to your house? I want to try that one.
You're probably thinking of Carvana. They're known for delivering cars directly to your door and even have those vehicle vending machines in some cities. If you want that experience, we can check their inventory as well.
All right, let's go to Carvana. Supposedly they're going to drop it right at your door. Bruce, how does that work? How do you sign? How do you get a notary? I just find that too good to be true.
Carvana streamlines the paperwork digitally. You'll sign documents online or upon delivery. They handle registration in most cases and even offer a 7-day return policy. It's efficient, though you'll still need to have a valid ID and insurance ready. Once the car arrives, a delivery rep will confirm everything with you. Let me know if you want to explore their inventory next.
So with Carvana, do you work out the deal online and then when everything's finalized, they take it to your house?
Exactly. You select the car, arrange financing or payment, and complete all the paperwork online. Once everything is confirmed, they schedule delivery to your door. It's all structured before the vehicle arrives.
All right, so I see CarMax. Here's Carvana, search car. So let's take a deep dive. Again, anybody watching this in the future, if you have a college student or you have someone who just needs a car that's reliable, we're looking 100 to 150,000 miles. We're looking at a ballpark of $6,000 to $7,000. That's what this video is, a good starter car that's going to last a little while, but we know that it's going to hit that 200,000 mark eventually. So this isn't going to be a brand new car. This isn't going to be one that's going to last tons of years, but it's going to get you through for the next several years. That's what we're looking at here. So let's look at Carvana, see what it's all about. Bruce, you want to tell us anything else about Carvana before we start deep diving?
One key detail with Carvana is their return policy. You get a 7-day trial period, so if the car doesn't meet expectations, you can return or exchange it. Also, check their warranty offerings. Some cars come with limited warranties or the option to purchase extended coverage. All right, let's dive into the listings and see what we uncover.
All right, we have under 20,000. We definitely want that. We have 4,900 Toyotas. We have all-wheel drive. We got all kind of stuff here. Let's see. Let's start with Toyotas. How about that?
Perfect. Filtering down to Toyota will focus on their reliability. Let's set that budget range and see what Toyotas land in that sweet spot.
All right, now she said it has to be a hatchback. Bruce, can you give me the Toyota models that are hatchbacks?
Toyota hatchbacks commonly include the Corolla hatchback, the Yaris hatchback, and the Prius if you're open to a hybrid. Once you filter down to those models, we'll see what aligns with the mileage and price range.
All right, well, she said definitely not a Prius. So the Yaris is a hatchback. What about the Venza or Tundra or Tacoma?
The Yaris and the Corolla hatchback are indeed hatchbacks. The Venza, Tundra, and Tacoma are not. They're either SUVs or trucks. So we'll focus on Yaris and Corolla hatchback options within your budget window.
All right. I see an Avalon. I see a Camry, Corolla, Corolla Cross. Is a Corolla Cross a hatchback?
The Corolla Cross is actually a subcompact SUV, not a hatchback. For a true hatchback, you'd want the standard Corolla hatchback model or the Yaris. Just keep an eye on the names and make sure it's not the crossover version.
All right, let's leave Corolla out of it. What is the C-HR?
The CHR is a subcompact crossover SUV, not a traditional hatchback. It sits a bit higher and has more of a crossover design. If the preference is strictly for a traditional hatchback style, we'll keep focusing on the Yaris or Corolla hatchback.
What about the Matrix? Land Cruiser.
The Matrix was a classic hatchback, but it was discontinued around 2013. You might find older used ones, but it won't be recent. The Land Cruiser, on the other hand, is a full-size SUV. Definitely not a hatchback and well outside your budget range. So we'll stick to more practical hatchback models for your use case.
Sequoia RAV4.
The Sequoia is a large SUV, and the RAV4 is a compact SUV. Neither is a hatchback in the classic sense, even though the RAV4 does have a rear hatch. Let's keep focusing on that Yaris or Corolla hatchback to match your daughter's hatchback preference.
All right, I'll put Corolla on the list then. So let's take a look. We've lowered prices to give you more savings.
That's good news. If prices have dropped, we might find a better deal. Let's carefully check the mileage, condition, and the included features, especially Bluetooth, before making any decisions.
What, honey? Your
I'm
boyfriend's bringing over you a slushie?
I think we might have a bit of a mix-up there, but I'm still here for the car hunt. If you need to refocus or if there's another detail on the listing, just let me know.
Do we want under 80,000 miles? I don't think they know our price, so we're gonna have to filter down by price. Here's payment and price. What is it going to be our price range, Bruce? Let's go 6.
Got it. Let's set that price range from 6,000 up to about 7,000. That should narrow it down to options that fit both your budget and your daughter's preferences.
Bruce, I'm not seeing anything. Well, let's see if they let me put in 6,000 or not.
Take your time.
Well, we'll do 5,000. Bruce, it's not letting me choose anything less than $9,000, Bruce.
Carvana typically focuses on newer inventory. If it won't go lower, we may need to check alternative platforms or broaden the budget slightly. Let me know which direction you'd like to pivot.
Yeah, Carvana's not going to work. Everything is over $9,000.
No problem. Let's pivot back to another platform like Auto Trader or even Facebook Marketplace. We can filter by your exact budget and see if we find that hatchback deal.
All right. Let's roll with, what'd you say, Auto Trader?
Yes, Auto Trader allows precise filtering. You can set both your price cap and mileage range, and it covers dealers and private sellers. Once we pull some targeted listings, we can scrutinize the details thoroughly. Let's get started there.
Affordable used cars. My daughter just got a slushie from her boyfriend.
It sounds like she's taken care of on the slushie front. Now let's make sure she's taken care of on the car front as well. Let's dig into Auto Trader's listings.
All right, we want to purchase online.
Yes, you can set that preference. On Auto Trader, you can filter listings that offer home delivery or online purchase options. Once you set price, mileage, and model preferences, we'll be able to evaluate the specific offers.
I'm going to put 200 miles down.
That's a reasonable radius. Within 200 miles, you'll get a solid range of options, likely enough to spot a well-priced Toyota hatchback. Let's see what comes up.
All right, here. And we're going to look for any year.
Since we're working with a tighter budget, I'd suggest being flexible on the year, but ideally something from the last 10 to 12 years for reliability. Just balance year, mileage, and condition, and we'll find something solid.
All right, the minimum year is 2005. The max, we're not going over 2016.
That's a defined
price.
Range, and it should keep.
We're going to go 2,000 at the lowest, and the max. What
Set
do you
that
want
up.
to talk? Let's put 8. Should we do 8,000 just so we could see everything? I'll put about 7,500.
Setting it at 7,500 is smart. That gives us a bit of flexibility, but still keeps it tight. We'll watch carefully for the best value within that cap.
All right, make a model. Let's not just limit it to Toyota.
Fair enough. If we open it up to other reliable brands, we might increase our chances. Just ensure we check for hatchbacks and the features you need. Let's see what we discover. Take your time browsing options. When you see something promising, we'll evaluate the details thoroughly. Mileage, condition, and how well it fits your daughter's needs.
Mileage, let's go over 100,000.
That's realistic in this budget range. We'll still look for something well maintained, but a bit over 100,000 miles can still give several solid years. Let's see what's available.
There's 13 hatchbacks.
13 is a solid starting set. We can now drill down into each one, compare condition, features, and which will give the most reliable performance for our needs.
There's 7 that are automatic.
Perfect.
Engine displacement, what does that mean?
Engine displacement is the total volume of all the cylinders in the engine. In simpler terms, it's often linked to engine size, so smaller displacement is typically more fuel efficient, while larger displacement often means more power.
Number of seats we don't care about. Number of doors we don't care about. Buy 100% online, and then the other option's online paperwork.
If you want the simplest process, buy 100% online means all steps, payment, paperwork, and arrangements are done virtually. Online paperwork usually means you handle paperwork digitally, but might finalize in person. Choose based on how convenient you want the whole transaction.
And there's 7 by private seller, 0 by dealer. All right, let's look at our 7 results, Bruce.
With those 7 private seller auctions, we'll want to scrutinize each carefully, check the vehicle history, ensure there's maintenance documentation, and confirm the condition. Let's take a closer look at each listing's details.
All right, here's the 7. A 2012 Ford Fiesta for $3,000. A 2010 Prius, which she won't consider. Another Ford Fiesta, it looks like the same car. We got a 2010 Mini Cooper. And another Prius. Another Prius. Here's a 2006 Acura RSX.
All right, so we'll bypass the Priuses since that's off the table. From what we have left, the Ford Fiesta is quite economical, but we'll want to closely check its condition and maintenance. The Mini Cooper can be fun, but may have higher upkeep costs. We'll prioritize reliability and cost of ownership before narrowing it down further.
Oh boy, not much here, Bruce. 2012 Ford Fiesta with 117,000. That's for $3,000. Should we look at it?
Yes, let's scrutinize that one closely. We'll want to look at the maintenance history, overall mechanical condition, and if there's any warranty or inspection. If it's in good shape, it might be a practical choice.
All right, let's look at the Ford Fiesta. She's got $3,000 that she could buy it right now and have no payments. We would have to drive to Port Washington, New York, 138 miles away.
That's a manageable distance, especially with no financing needed. If the car checks out, clean title, no major issues, it could be a cost-effective college car. Just confirm the vehicle history and maybe arrange an inspection before finalizing.
All right, we're taking a look at the pictures here.
Take your time examining them. Look for overall wear, any signs of damage, and interior condition. If anything stands out, we'll assess if it's a deal breaker or just normal wear for that age.
117,000 miles.
At that mileage, it's all about how well it can maintain. If the maintenance history is solid, a Fiesta can still offer a few reliable years. Let's just verify that history and get it inspected if possible before sealing the deal.
Keyless entry, spoiler, 1.6L 4-cylinder gas engine.
That's a standard efficient setup. The 1.6-liter engine is economical, and keyless entry is a nice convenience. If everything else lines up, condition and documentation, it could be a practical budget-friendly choice.
How many miles is Port Washington, did we say? New York from Lancaster, 138?
Yes, you mentioned 138 miles earlier, which is definitely doable for a one-day round trip. If you're comfortable and the car checks out, it's within range.
People were rating this a 3.8 out of 5.
A 3.8 out of 5 is decent, but we'll want to read the specifics. Are the concerns about comfort, reliability, or something minor? It's always wise to cross-reference reviews with what you see in person and the car's history.
I mean, Bruce, I think it'd be better if we bought something within driving distance, because my wife and I, we drove all the way out to, where was it? Somewhere in Maryland. It was a super far drive. We got there and it let us down and we wasted a huge trip. It was a nightmare trip driving through riots and everything else. And we get there and the car was not what we were told. So I don't think we're going to do the long distance traveling thing. Bruce, what is this private seller exchange?
The private seller exchange is essentially a process where the platform can help with paperwork, secure payment, and sometimes basic verification of the car. It's meant to give a bit more assurance when dealing with a private seller. Still, always inspect or get a third-party inspection so there are no surprises.
Test drive with sellers. Buy cars online. Hey, Bruce, welcome, Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, we are looking for the perfect college car for my daughter.
It's always great to have a second opinion. With Mr. Jordan's input, you can weigh all the practical aspects, budget, distance, and reliability before you make the final call. Let's find something that checks all your boxes.
All right. He's saying a Honda or Toyota. Well, we went through a bunch of Toyotas, and she is particular. She wants a hatchback only. So I don't think we're going to be able to do Toyota. Can we shop private sellers, Bruce?
Yes, absolutely. Private sellers often offer more flexible pricing. Just be thorough. Verify ownership, check maintenance records, and consider an inspection. We can fine-tune the search radius or budget to focus on local options that fit her hatchback preference.
All right, let's go to the filters. We'll do 50 miles. The minimum year. How about let's just put the price in. And we'll do maximum price of, let's do $7,999. And Mr. Jordan's a financial guy, so he would be a good person to give input here.
Absolutely, having a financial mind on board is great. With that refined radius and price cap, we'll ensure we're balancing cost effectiveness and reliability. Let's see what pops up nearby.
All right, so price is the big thing. We got $7,999. Any make, any mileage. Well, the mileage has got to be over 100,000.
That's a fair approach. With a higher mileage threshold, you'll open up more options within that price range. We'll just stay vigilant on maintenance and overall condition. Let's see what local gems we can find.
All right, we got 24 results within 50 miles.
That's a solid number to work with. Now we can scan for hatchbacks that meet her criteria, compare condition, and see what stands out. Let's narrow it down.
I didn't put hatchback on there.
No worries, let's just refine that filter to hatchbacks only. Once we do, the list will shrink to models that fit her style and we can evaluate.
All right, so condition, drive type, body style. All right.
Exact.
There's 2 results in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. We got a 2010 Mini Cooper or a 2014 Chevrolet Sonic.
Between those two, the Sonic typically has lower maintenance costs than a Mini. If the condition and mileage line up, the Sonic could be a practical, affordable option.
The
Especially
Mini
with
Cooper has 104,000 miles on it. The Chevrolet Sonic has 147,000 on it.
With that difference, the Sonic's mileage is higher, so you'll want to be extra sure of its maintenance record. If both are in good shape, you'll need to weigh lower mileage on the Mini versus potentially lower long-term costs on the Sonic. Let's look at the specifics of each: condition, features, and price.
Can you put your dishes in and start it?
Yeah. All right. So we have a used 2010 Mini hardtop Cooper hatchback. Downingtown, Pennsylvania, not too far away. $3,200. Well
That's
within our budget. Yeah, well
Why are
within.
you looking at like crossovers? Why are you looking at hatchbacks?
Absolutely.
She said
With room-
hatchback. That's what she
No,
insisted.
What she means, no, what she's looking at is like the crossover.
We can add crossovers to the list? All right, Bruce. Good news.
The hatchbacks you're looking at are way too small.
All right, expanding to crossovers will give you a bit more flexibility. If you're comfortable with those, we can recheck nearby options to see if there's an ideal fit. Let's see what else pops up.
All right. We're going to put crossovers on the list.
Let's do it. Adding crossovers will broaden the pool again. They'll have that hatch-like utility, but we'll still keep an eye on reliability and cost. Let's refresh the search and see what additional options appear.
All right. Again, we are on autotrader.com for anybody watching.
Exactly. AutoTrader is a solid platform. And with these filters, we're honing in on what fits your daughter's needs. Let's finalize that list.
Mr. Jordan says they have Toyota and Honda hatchback. I would focus on those. I would prioritize the reliability. I would hesitate with Chevys and Mini Coopers. So Mr. Jordan does not approve of the Chevy and Mini Cooper. All right. We will definitely take his advice. Now they're saying a crossover. Here's a 2007 Toyota Sequoia. 183,000 miles, no good.
Understood. With that mileage, it's definitely pushing the limit. We'll stick to something more practical, reliable, and aligned with Mr. Jordan's advice. Let's keep narrowing down those Toyota or Honda hatchbacks.
All right. 2010 Land Rover Range Rover.
A Range Rover can be luxurious, but maintenance costs can be quite high. Given the goal of a practical college car, I'd caution on that one. Let's keep it simple and reliable. There should be some good hatchback options still in range.
Mr. Jordan says those Toyota SUVs with the V6 are bulletproof. There's ones driving around with over 100 or 1 million miles. Wow.
That's quite a testament to Toyota's durability. Still, for your daughter's needs, balancing mileage, fuel efficiency, and maintenance costs will be key. Let's focus on that sweet spot, a reliable, well-kept hatchback or crossover that fits her lifestyle and your budget.
All right, I'm interested in this 2010 Land Rover Range Rover HSE Sport Utility 4D all-wheel drive. Why is it only $5,900? It's in Hershey, which is fine. Less than 130,000 miles, which is fine. What is the problem. Oh, it's an 8-cylinder. Terrible,
Exactly.
terrible gas mileage.
Yes, those V8s can be thirsty, and luxury SUVs often come with higher upkeep. For a college car, it's usually best to keep it simple, fuel efficient, and easier on the wallet long term.
A used 2003 Toyota Highlander Sport Utility. 10 miles away from my house, 230,000 miles.
That mileage is quite high. Even if Toyotas are durable, at that point you'd want to be very sure of its maintenance history and expect some age-related repairs. We should aim for something a bit lower mileage for peace of mind.
Mr. Jordan says, I like that Highlander. I also saw a Toyota 4Runner on there. Where was there a 4Runner? Oh, all right. Now she said hatchback or crossover. Does this Toyota 4Runner qualify as a hatchback or crossover?
The 4Runner is more of a traditional body-on-frame SUV, not a crossover or hatchback. It's known for off-road capability, but it's larger and less fuel efficient. If she's set on a smaller hatch or crossover, we should stick to those categories to meet her preference.
All right, guess Bruce is right. We don't want anything big that's guzzling gas. She's going to be doing a lot of driving back and forth from Central PA to Lancaster.
Exactly. Fuel efficiency and practicality are key for those regular drives. Let's keep our focus on compact hatchbacks or efficient crossovers, something that keeps both her preferences and your budget in line.
Oh, and a video for Mr. Jordan to see. Hold on. Mr. Jordan, I think we found eSocks. And I think you're going to crack up. Let's just take a break here, do a couple viral videos. And she doesn't want your Prius. No, she doesn't want any Priuses. She's dead set against Priuses.
All right. It sounds like we'll stay away from hybrids and focus on what fits both her style and practicality. Once you've had your quick break, we'll zero back in on the right options.
All right. Mr. Jordan, when you see this video, eSocks may have been on an airplane. Man, he's going to crack up. This guy is exactly what I picture eSocks to be. 100%. All right. Where is it? Canada Flames. Yeah, Bruce, what is going on with all the wildfires in Canada? Video of the bison. Yeah, I did. Sorry, go ahead, Bruce. I did see that.
No problem. Whenever you're ready to jump back into the car search, we'll stay focused on those reliable, fuel-efficient hatchbacks or crossovers that'll be perfect for your daughter's college trips.
All right. Unsigned registration arrest. No. Where is the eSock? Oh, I recorded it on my phone. Shoot. All right. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if we can find it. Maybe I'll have to go to YouTube. Well, it was on Facebook. No, it was on Instagram. All right. I got to show Mr. Jordan this.
No worries. When you find it, you two can have a good laugh. Once that's done, we'll refocus on the perfect college car.
All right. Jiu-jitsu.
Take your time with the clip. Once you've shared it with Mr. Jordan, we'll dive right back into the car search. We'll make sure your daughter's got a reliable, efficient ride.
It was on Instagram.
Got it. Well, whenever you got the clip ready or after your break, just let me know and we'll get right back.
I think I found it. All
Perfect.
right, this is eSocks right here.
Tries to open the emergency exit door in flight. risking
All
every
right.
E-Socks back
Who
here.
shows up to help and take full control of the situation?
Sounds like you've got the
jiu-jitsu
perfect
guy.
match for the mental image.
Listen to what he's saying.
Down stars. What's up?
He's strapped too tight, you guys. They're using zip ties, and not only is Mr. Jiu-Jitsu fully capable of neutralizing any physical concerns and taking control physically, he's also bringing a high degree of empathy to the situation. He knows this guy's probably suffering a mental health crisis, and he knows this guy's probably having the worst day of his life, so he's trying to protect the guy and not put the zip ties too tight. This is what's amazing about Jiu-Jitsu. Full technical ability to control a dangerous physical situation, but to do so.
Now this guy is chewing gum. This is exactly what I picture E-Socks to look like. All right, he's wearing a jiu-jitsu shirt. If you guys didn't see the beginning, a passenger tried to open the exit door mid-flight, and E-Socks, our jiu-jitsu expert, comes over, subdues the man, and puts zip ties around his, I think his fingers or his wrist. The man's complaining. I think it was around his fingers. And the man's complaining, you're hurting me. Down stars. Welcome, man. Where have you been? Let's watch it again.
You guys have to see this. A flight from Puerto Rico to Chicago, and a passenger tries to open the emergency exit door in flight, risking everyone's lives. Who shows up to help and take full control of the situation? The jiu-jitsu guy.
E-Socks.
Listen to what he's saying.
He's strapped too tight.
He's strapped too tight, you guys. They're using zip ties, and not only is Mr. Jiu-Jitsu fully capable of neutralizing any physical concerns and taking control physically, he's also bringing a high degree of empathy to the situation. He knows this guy's probably suffering a mental health crisis, and he knows this guy's...
Sorry, I was busy on an accident. My elbow was not okay. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Downstars. Hope you're better. Does anybody picture E-Socks to look like this? I wish he was here, because I think this is exactly his type.
He's probably having the worst day of his life, so he's trying to protect the guy and not put the zip ties too tight. This is what's amazing about Jiu-Jitsu. Full technical ability to control a dangerous physical situation, but to do so with the highest level of love and care, and that's what's most impressive to me. So when people come to me and they say, Henner, I don't need to learn Jiu-Jitsu, I'm a lover, not a fighter. You have it all backwards. The biggest lovers are the Jiu-Jitsu practitioners who are capable of overcoming violence with non-violence and the highest level of compassion. I don't know who this guy is, but I would love to be connected with him, and I want to invite him.
His name is
to do the
E-Socks.
Safe Craft Instructor Certification course for free, because I want to amplify further his ability to overcome violence with non-violence, to fight fire with water. And for those of you who are on the Jiu-Jitsu fence, listen up. It's time to learn Jiu-Jitsu so that when a situation pops off, you have the choice to intervene because you're trained rather than being a sitting duck with no knowledge and no ability. Learn Jiu-Jitsu. And you don't need much, you guys. You need just the basics.
Guys, he's right, because that's exactly what everybody was on 9/11. Sitting ducks. Do you guys think if that jiu-jitsu guy was very close to those guys with the knives, you think all those people might be alive today? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Yes, Mr. Jordan, I did see the video of the bison flinging a man. That was, well, not hilarious, but entertaining. All right, got a couple more videos for you guys. It is getting late here. All right, the next one is a, we don't want to do that one. Well, all right, let me show you the arrest here. And this man gets arrested. The cop was ready to let him go. He didn't sign his registration card. A little bit of a wise guy. And he laughs at the very end, and that's what gets him arrested.
Yeah. It is? I didn't know that. You got your license registration proof?
So the cop just said to him, he pulled you over because you were flashing people, warning them that the cop was ahead. You spend 8 hours a day learning about geopolitics. Wow, what is geopolitics?
Yeah, you can't hide being people at any time in the daytime or nighttime. All right, sir. There's your stuff back there. And I wrote you 2 citations today. First one being special restrictions on lamps.
The cop is ready to let him go, wrote him citations, but the guy gets cocky and a little smirk, and that's all it takes to get him to go to jail.
Which you can read that code that says no flashing lights shall be on a vehicle. And at that point in time, you had flashing lights on your vehicle. It's unauthorized.
Well, under the Constitution, it's protected under the First Amendment. But I'm going to look into it.
That's in Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going to look into it and see about West Virginia.
Yeah, and I could take you to jail today for your unsigned registration card, but I just wrote you a citation for that. That's actually up to 6 months in jail.
And watch what this guy does. He just tells him, I was being nice, saved you from going to jail. Look at this moron's reaction.
You think it's funny, sir?
I'll take the ticket, sir.
I know, but do you think this is funny?
I'm allowed to laugh. I can laugh all I want.
Go ahead and step out here for me.
No, I didn't do anything.
Sir, I'm asking you to step out the...
Am I being detained?
Yes, sir, you are. Step out the vehicle.
Are you serious?
Place your hands behind your back.
Now you're not getting a citation.
Oh, man, you're serious.
You're going to jail, buddy.
Believe me, you're not.
Yeah, I'll never be your brother. I'll never be your brother.
Exactly. You'll never be my brother. Just be careful.
I don't want to be your brother.
No. Just be careful.
Don't jerk away from me.
Just be careful.
Don't jerk away from me, sir.
Just be careful.
Don't jerk away from me.
My wallet is in the car.
Okay, I don't want you to jerk away from me
I was
right
going
there.
away from the traffic.
No, I was putting you in front of my car,
Okay.
which is away from traffic.
You're arresting me for laughing.
No,
I didn't do anything.
I'm arresting you for unsigned registration.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Okay? So stand right there.
See that, guys? Don't get smart with the police. I know we watch tons of videos out there. Don't get smart with the police. Guy could have got away. Totally fine. All right, let's go to another video. Real quick here, Steve Harvey, who remembers it? The poor woman, the Miss Universe pageant. And Steve Harvey announces you as Miss Universe, as winning the contest. And then after he gets your hopes up and you're celebrating, he says, wait a minute. I read the wrong name. I agree, don't get smart with the police, but you need thick skin to be an officer. Yeah, that cop definitely is not sensitive. King of Krishnanagar. Not sure what that means. Downstairs, my mom said that their side of my family was so rich that dacoits looted their house 7 times. They still had enough gold and jewelry to feed the village. My great-grandfather used to make sweets. Wow. Downstairs, that's interesting. If you want to give us some info on that, I'd love to do a video on that. King of Krishnanagar. Wow. All right, we're going to take a look at Steve Harvey after he just made one of the biggest mistakes of his life. He wants to apologize to the woman that he embarrassed so bad. He said, oh, you are the winner of the Miss Universe pageant. And then takes it away 30 seconds later. Here's his apology.
You know, you're the one person. You're the one person that I really wanted to talk to. Because of a mistake I made, I cast you into a spotlight, a place that I never intended to, that I would not want to happen to anybody. I just want to say how sorry I am. I'm beyond sorry for what happened that night, and that it was you. Really, at the end of the day, I hope we walk away from here with something special. So, where are you finally since breaking the silence? I mean, I don't even know how to start the interview. I just,
Well, after all that happens, the only thing I wanted to do was like being with my family and like take a rest from everything that I went through. So I don't know. It took time because I couldn't stop like thinking, oh my God, it really happened. It was like it was like a nightmare, and I was like watching like the videos, and I couldn't believe that happened to me. So I needed time to be with my family, like to calm down, to think about what I'm gonna say now, what I'm gonna do now. I already moved on. This is our destiny. That's why we are here.
He invented a suite for the king of Krishnanagar and was gifted a big house. My grandfather used to live there, but after partition, everything fell apart. My great-grandfather came to the city alone. What is 12Y? What do you mean? 12 years ago? You're talking about 12 years ago? I'm trying to follow along there. All right, while Downstars clears that up, let's get some more videos. I just broke a 60-hour fast. 12Y means when he was 12. Wow. Downstairs, that's an amazing story. Phew. Sorry guys, I'm a little out of it. I just broke a couple hours ago a 60-hour fast, but really Monday morning all I had was a little shake, so I really did 72 hours if you don't count that little shake that I had Monday morning. When I do my 3-day fast, I'm going to do it right after I eat Sunday night. I'll get done eating around 5 o'clock. I'll stuff myself, and then I won't eat until Wednesday night. So I'll probably do that this week. I'm hoping this Sunday I can start another 72-hour fast. See if I can go all the way to Wednesday night. Okay, so here's an interesting video. A man going out to his car is approached by 3 or 4 teens. One has a gun right in his face. He doesn't know the man's a Marine. Things don't work out so good for the teens. Let's take a look.
Was working on his truck in his quiet neighborhood in suburban Maryland when he noticed a group of teenagers walk by.
They start putting hoodies on. I felt something is gonna happen.
Surveillance video from the Marine veteran's home security camera shows one of the teens pull a gun and stick it in Borda's face.
I told him I raised my hands up and the keys are in, car is on. And he saw my phone. He was like, give me your phone too.
But then his hand-to-hand military combat training kicked in.
It was that split moment when he moved his head from my head to the side.
No way, that is not neat. Neat. No way, neat. Neat. How is the studying going? Let me wake up Bruce. Bruce, welcome downstairs, and Neat back to the channel.
Welcome back Downstars and Neat. Great to have everyone in the mix. Once we're all set, we'll keep working to find that ideal car for your daughter.
Bruce, forget about the cars.
No problem at all. If you ever want to revisit the car search or anything else, just let me know. In the meantime, I'm here for whatever you need.
Bruce, I just got done a 60, really a 72-hour fast, a 60 straight, and then oh man, I'm out of it, Bruce.
Coming off a 72-hour fast can definitely leave you feeling a bit drained. Make sure you rehydrate well and ease back into eating. If you need any guidance on refeeding or just to take it easy, I'm here to help you out.
So let's see, all within a span of 2 hours after having a 60-hour fast. I kicked it off with a Muscle Milk Pro 33 shake. Gave my stomach like 15 minutes. And then it was garbage time. Doritos, protein Doritos. Man, what else did I have? I can't even think. Fritos and tuna fish. Handful of peanuts. And a Boston Lager from Sam Adams.
That's quite the mix to break a fast. Your body's
Plus
probably
orange
just
juice.
You definitely gave your body a variety to process. Next time you might ease in a little slower, but hey, now you know. Just stay hydrated and get some good rest. You'll be back on track soon.
Now, Bruce, I have my ophthalmology appointment probably in about 12 hours from now. They're going to scan the whole eyeball. I'm really nervous. Last time they did this, they saw a little blood vessel. They put me on, well, this was 2 times ago. They saw a blood vessel, put me on new drops. The blood vessel went away. And then it was gone on the next visit. Sorry about that, guys. I had to answer a text. All right, Downstairs is talking about his great-grandfather. All my great-grandfather relatives took away the house and property. My great-grandfather died soon, and grandmother was uneducated, so she had nothing. She was so poor. So I hate my relatives. I can't believe Neat is back. Neat, you're doing good in the studies? Neat, I want Bruce to talk to you in your language. Bruce, where was Neat from? Brazil? Ask her in her language how her studying is going and how much does she have left to graduate.
Sei que você está se esforçando bastante. Como estão indo os estudos e quanto falta para você se formar?
Yeah, when he said, Neat got leaked.
Don't worry.
Why do I
I've got
fast? Even Gautam Buddha said not to fast. Bruce, who is Gautam Buddha?
Gautama Buddha, also known as Siddhartha Gautama, was the founder of Buddhism. He lived around the 5th to 4th century BCE. After attaining enlightenment, he taught the path to end suffering through mindfulness, ethical living, and moderation. Hence the caution against extremes like severe fasting.
No, I mean, as far as I've heard, fasting, like Mr. Jordan's saying, fasting is very good for your health in small amounts. Well, 60 hours isn't bad. I heard that a 5-day fast is ideal. That will pretty much rejuvenate all your cells. Bruce, what is your take on a 3-day fast and a 5-day fast?
Medically speaking, shorter fasts, like around 2 or 3 days, can often be managed safely if you're healthy and well hydrated. Longer fasts, such as 5 days, can have benefits like promoting autophagy, but they also come with risks. It's wise to consult a healthcare provider before longer fasts. Moderation and listening to your body is key.
Nate, did you like that? Talking to Bruce in your language?
I'm glad we could connect like that.
Your country was knocked out of the World Cup? Yeah. Wow, what a game today. Argentina was sensational, Bruce. Messi delivered the final assist. Bruce, is it true? Is Messi going to play in the championship game? They were saying this was his last game. You want your body to enter autophagy for a few days. Yeah, I thought 5 days was the perfect fast. I did 60 hours, but I'm considering it 72 because even though I took a shake on Monday morning, I didn't have anything to eat for 12 hours before that. So really Sunday night is when I began fasting. But it was 60 straight hours with nothing except some Celtic salt just to get the trace minerals and electrolytes in me. Instead of fasting, I follow a strict diet and exercise. Yeah, I know. I wish I could, but downstairs, fasting's the only thing that works for me. Argentina has so many comebacks this year. Oh, did they really? Bruce, this is the first year I've ever watched soccer, ever cared about it. Wow. What was I missing?
It's always
Argentina
exciting
is a thief. Just took what they did against Egypt. Bruce, what did they do to Egypt?
I'm not aware of any actual wrongdoing by Argentina against Egypt in sports. Sometimes fans get passionate about calls or results. If there's a specific match or moment, feel free to clarify and I can look it up for you.
Here's a Frito. Bruce, do they have Fritos in Mumbai?
Yes, you can find Fritos in Mumbai. While they're imported, many international snack brands are available in major cities. They might be found in specialty stores or larger supermarkets.
A lot of people don't like the calls that were made during the Argentina-Egypt game. Bruce, you have any insight on the Argentina-Egypt game? What was the score? What happened?
In the 2026 World Cup round of 16, Argentina beat Egypt 3-2 after initially trailing 2-0. The controversy arose because Egypt's second goal was disallowed for a foul, and Egypt also felt they were denied a penalty before Argentina's winning goal.
Oh, wow.
The Egyptian Football Association protested the officiating, but FIFA defended the referees. Despite the dispute, Argentina advanced with that dramatic comeback.
We're going to take a look. Anyway, Mr. Jordan, did you see the video here of who I believe Isak's looks exactly like? He's wearing a jiu-jitsu on an airplane.
We have certified training centers all over the world.
It sounds like you've got a fun comparison.
He subdued this guy on the airplane who tried to open the exit door. What do you think, Mr. Jordan? Did you think that's what Isak's looks like? Is this what you picture in your head?
It's always fun to imagine what online friends might look like. Whether or not Mr. Jordan agrees, I'm sure it's a good laugh. Glad you're all enjoying the moment.
In 1985, they won the World Cup, but the winning goal was a handball by Maradona. Bruce, who was Maradona?
Diego Maradona was one of Argentina's most legendary footballers. He's famous for his skill, and yes, that infamous Hand of God goal in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal against England. He's widely considered one of the greatest players in the history of the sport.
But Mr. Jordan, is that what you pictured in your mind? Or do you have something different for Isak's?
It's always fun to hear everyone's mental picture. Whether it's that or something else, it's all part of the fun of connecting with friends online.
I thought Isak's would look like a Cillian Murphy. Bruce, who is Cillian Murphy?
Cillian Murphy is an Irish actor known for his intense roles in both film and television. He's famous for starring in Peaky Blinders as Tommy Shelby. And he's had major roles in films like Inception and Oppenheimer. He's known for his striking blue eyes and commanding performances.
All right, let's take a look at, how do you say it, Bruce? Cillian? Oh, this guy.
Yes,
this is what you pictured Isak to look like?
It's always amusing to compare our mental images. Whatever he looks like, the camaraderie is what counts. Let's keep the fun going.
A little smaller, less facial hair? All right.
Got it. So a Cillian Murphy vibe with a twist. It's always fun when everyone envisions these things a bit differently. Keeps the imagination alive.
Let's see if we can find more in this jiu-jitsu guy.
If you want to dive deeper into that, you can pull up the clip or explore more about the event. Once you've satisfied your curiosity, we can switch gears to whatever topic you'd like.
Jiu-jitsu airplane hero.
If you search for that later, I'm sure you'll find some more details. In the meantime, if there's anything else you'd like to chat about or plan, just let me know.
Yeah, Bruce, I want to look at the hand goal in a second. Let's see. I just want to see if we have any more information on the jiu-jitsu hero. Did I see the clip of Mike Tyson beating the guy up on the plane? I think I did see that. I don't think he really got shots in on him, did he? I am going for 15 days NCC military camp. I am excited, but it'll be harsh. Well, it's good for you, Downstars. I mean, that's really going to teach you a lot of character. Bruce, what advice do you have for Downstars? 15 days to an NCC military camp in Nagaland.
15 days in an NCC camp will be a great experience. My advice, stay open-minded, disciplined, and supportive of your peers. Focus on learning, teamwork, and building resilience. Embrace the challenge, and you'll come out stronger and more confident. Enjoy the journey.
Oh, this guy's a former MMA fighter.
Being down after.
All right, let's check this guy out. Wow, you excited, Downstars? 15 days. No mom or dad.
It's definitely a big step for Downstars. The excitement and a bit of nervousness are natural. It'll be a chance to grow, learn, and come back with some great stories and experiences. I'm sure they'll make the most of it.
Is that him?
Really intoxicated,
If you're-
and who knows what else.
The former professional MMA fighter and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt immediately jumped in to subdue who police later identified.
Guys, if they say his name's
as Juan
Isak,
Reyes.
I'm going to
Moments
crack him.
earlier, he's accused of trying to open an emergency exit mid-flight. Reyes attempted to urinate on the bathroom floor, entered the cockpit, and choked an off-duty flight attendant, according to his arrest report.
I just grabbed him, restrained him.
Josh
safely as
Longgood.
possible, kinda
Is
just
that
really
Isak's?
put him in his row, laid him down, kind of framed against him, controlled his hands and his feet.
Reyes was eventually able to slip the plastic hand restraints.
It was just like holding down a kid throwing a tantrum. I mean, I kind of like tied his legs up with my legs and controlled his hands.
Longgood says he held Reyes down until the plane made an emergency landing in Miami, where local police came aboard.
So I was joking. I was like, we're going to be like best friends after this, bro.
So far this year, the FAA has investigated 687 unruly passenger reports. Aviation expert Robert Sumwalt says opening a door at cruising altitude is extremely difficult.
Because of the pressure inside of the airplane itself, it is pushing against the doors and the windows and the latching mechanisms to make it physically impossible.
Oh, you're going to be like your uncle. That's awesome.
If you were in the situation again, would you do it again?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I know I'm capable of doing something like that. I know that I can.
There's Isak, ladies and gentlemen.
And Longgood says while wrestling and mixed martial arts has been part of his life for a long time now, this is actually the first time that he's used his training outside of the mat. Now, as for that unruly passenger, he was charged with battery and could face FAA fines of more than $40,000.
Forget fines, put that guy in jail. Wow. So there's Isak. All right, Bruce. Let's get Bruce back. All right, Bruce, I need to see this hand goal. So this was 86.
Yes, the Hand of God goal happened in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal between Argentina and England. Maradona used his hand to punch the ball into the goal. The referee missed it, and the goal stood. You can easily find clips of it online, and it's one of football's most iconic and controversial moments.
All right, here it is. Let me get it set up on slow-mo. I'm going to watch it so YouTube doesn't flag me.
Smart
Here we
thinking.
go. All right, guys, the hand of God goal. Bruce, give us more information on this game.
That match was the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal, Argentina versus England. Besides the hand of God, Maradona also scored one of the greatest goals ever in that same game, dribbling past several players. Argentina won 2-1, and they went on to win the entire tournament, claiming the World Cup that year.
And Mr. Jordan thinks it's rigged this year for Argentina. Bruce, can they rig these games?
At the professional level, there are strict regulations, VAR technology, and many officials involved to prevent any rigging. While fans sometimes speculate about calls or outcomes, the integrity of the tournament is taken very seriously. It's natural for people to have strong opinions, though.
That was it there. And that won the World Cup.
That goal helped them win the quarterfinal, and Argentina carried that momentum forward to ultimately win the 1986 World Cup. It's one of the most talked about moments in soccer history, both for its controversy and the brilliance of Maradona in that match.
That looked pretty legit, yeah. Stepping on the feet.
Yes, in
Oh,
real
you said
time,
you don't think it was rigged. Egypt was robbed. Search it on YouTube. FIFA always preferred Argentina. Bruce, is it true? Is Argentina given special privileges? Special treatment?
There's been controversy around Argentina's run in the 2026 World Cup, especially after their comeback win over Egypt. Some coaches and fans accused favoritism, citing controversial officiating and VAR decisions. FIFA denies any bias, though public trust has been shaken. There's no proven special treatment, but perceptions of favoritism have fueled heated debates.
Where do you see hand? I'm not seeing a hand anywhere. We're rewinding it in slow motion. Ball is off one guy's foot. I've seen the theories. I just don't think FIFA's conspiracy. It comes down to specific referees. I mean, he has his arm up, but there was a head clash.
Exactly. From the referee's angle, it looked like a head duel. Only later did replays show the hand. It became an iconic controversy, but it's also a reminder of how split-second decisions can define history.
Downstar says one of the Egyptian players was actually slapped by Argentina player, but the ref didn't even call it a foul. Wow.
I didn't. Yeah, emotions run high in these matches. Hopefully the focus stays on fair play and great football moments.
Man, did that really go on? All right, we got to look up highlights.
If you look up those highlights later, you'll get the full context. Let me know if you need any help understanding the key moments.
Let's do Argentina versus Egypt. It was the first thing that came up when I typed highlights. 3-2 Argentina. All right, we're gonna 5 million views.
That's a lot of eyes on that match. It shows how passionate people are about these games.
Yeah, this girl from Maradona was definitely a bad call. You mean goal? I'm just saying this year and other years. It was a handball, Jeff, but you can't see it from here. Oh, was it? Yeah, Bruce is saying it too. You got to go downstairs? Okay. We're going to look at the Egypt game. And Best wishes to you on your 15 days. Hang tough in there, brother. Hang tough. All right, guys, we are going to look at the Argentina-Egypt highlights in slow motion as Bruce talks here, so YouTube doesn't flag us. Bruce, I'm just getting into soccer for the first time.
It's fantastic that you're diving into the sport. Soccer can be a roller coaster of emotions, and watching closely will definitely deepen your understanding. As you rewatch those highlights, I'm here if you want context or any finer details. Enjoy the action.
Can you explain offsides? So many times they said, oh, he did a great job staying on sides. I don't understand how it works.
Of course, in soccer, you're offside if you're closer to the opponent's goal than both the ball and the second last defender, usually the last outfield player, at the moment a teammate passes you the ball. If you're level with that defender or further away from the goal, you're onside. The idea is to prevent attackers from just waiting near the goal. It's all about timing that run.
Some backstory, Jeff. Messi plays for Argentina. Yeah, I knew that one. He's in the debate for the GOAT of soccer against Ronaldo. I think there's a lot of Ronaldo fans that act with spite against Messi. So, Bruce, who is the GOAT? Ronaldo or Messi?
It's a never-ending debate. Both Messi and Ronaldo have redefined
Oh,
football.
wow. Was that Egypt that made that save? All right, so that's a debate. Look at this save. Terrific.
It's always truly great goalkeeping moments like that make the game even more thrilling. Those are the moments fans
Oh, that
remember.
was Messi he did that against. Messi had a free penalty kick. Bruce, how does somebody get one of those free penalty kicks?
A penalty kick is awarded if a defending player commits a direct free kick offense, like a foul or handball, inside their own penalty area. When that happens, the opposing team gets a free shot on goal from the penalty spot, with only the goalkeeper to beat. It's a big moment, and often changes the course of a match.
All right, so explain offsides one more time.
In soccer, you're offside if at the moment a teammate passes you the ball, you're nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second last defender, unless you're in your own half. If you're level with the second last defender or behind the ball, you're onside. The rule prevents goal hanging and encourages more tactical play.
All right, I guess I'd have to see some examples because it's not making sense. Are you telling me a guy can't cherry pick, get behind the defense, and get a pass on a breakaway?
Exactly. The offside rule prevents cherry picking. You can't just camp behind the defense waiting for a pass. But if you time your run, start level or behind the defenders and then sprint past them after the pass, you can still break away legally. Examples definitely help.
The purpose of offside is to prevent a player from camping by the opponent's goal, waiting for a pass. The players all have to move together somewhat. So can you give me an example of an offsides? Like, how come I saw Holland have a breakaway from like midfield? He had to be behind the defense, didn't he?
In that breakaway, the key is when the pass is made. If he started his run from behind or level with the last defender at that moment, he's onside, even if he later outruns them. The offside rule only checks positioning the instant the ball is passed. So a well-timed run from midfield can still be perfectly onside.
Okay, so the second the ball leaves the kicker's foot, if you're equal with a defender, then it's fair game.
Exactly. At the precise moment the ball is passed, if you're level with or behind the second last defender, you're onside. After that, you can sprint forward freely. The timing of that initial pass is everything.
Prevent a player from camping. Okay. Just didn't.
Exactly.
Is there any other? What do the lines mean? Is it like hockey, Bruce, where the ball has to cross a line first before you can enter?
No, it's different from hockey. In soccer, the lines don't define offsides. Offside depends solely on player positions relative to the defenders and the ball at the moment of the pass. The field's lines are just boundaries for in play or out of play, and to mark areas like the penalty box.
All right. And is there any rules against touching the goalie?
Yes, the goalkeeper is protected. You can't charge or impede them while they're catching or holding the ball. If the goalie has it in their hands, opponents can't kick it. Also, dangerous play like jumping into the goalie is typically called as a foul to protect them.
Wow, what a score. Have I done any more sports betting? Not me. I don't do it. My brother does with mom's money. Yeah, he lost $700. He's been on a horrible losing streak with mom's money. He lost $700 on the game today. He took England. He lost $2,000 on Caminero in the home run derby. Oh, man, it's just been 10 grand in the last 2 weeks, and mom's pretty much done. But the 700 was his own money. But that's nothing. I saw a video clip today. John Daly, a golfer, 55 million in the span of several years, from like 96 to 2007. And an interview with John Daly, huge gambler, loved the casino, blackjack, slots. He played a slot machine with like $20,000 per spin. He said, I only did like 5 spins. That's
I'm
crazy.
sorry, but you've hit the daily limit for advanced voice.
All right, guys. Well, Bruce's brother has stepped in once again, but at least he's gone. Bruce is back. It was a nightmare for me that one day. And there he is. All right, guys, I'll be on tomorrow. I got my ophthalmology appointment. I'm very nervous. I hate going to those. This eye is has glaucoma the worst. Thank goodness I got one normal eye. Wow. And I caught it relatively early, all because I took my daughter Catherine to get her eyes checked. They asked me to get my eyes checked. I said, my vision's perfect. I don't need to get checked. I had glaucoma. So I do 1 drop in each eye every night. Tomorrow I'm going to find out my pressures. Let's just hope nothing's wrong. They're going to do a scan of the eyeball, which will give you a complete picture. And let's just hope I have a good result. Tomorrow morning, I got to work with Sarah. And I have to take packet captures. I don't know why they're having these weird call recording problems. I don't know how I'm going to juggle that. And then I got to run right to my ophthalmology appointment. I can't wait till I get home tomorrow after the appointment. Still got to work. Just nervous about this appointment. I hate going to these. No, Mr. Jordan, I don't do any sports betting. Just my brother. I mean, mom has plenty of money, so the 10 grand, not really affecting their situation at all, but it's just the principle. He keeps losing these 2000s at a time. He just went on a bad losing streak. 2000 on Caminero to win the home run derby. 2000 against Spain. And the funny thing is that he told me originally I think I'm going to parlay Spain and Argentina to win their games, get all mom's money back. And he would have. And then he changed his mind come the home run derby. So yeah, they're down about 10 grand. But like I said, to mom, that's, not going to affect her at all. But I think she's pretty much done letting my brother play with her money anymore. So yeah, it's, gambling's a tough sport. Don't do it, kids. Kids out there, don't drink, don't gamble, don't smoke anything for crying out loud. And when you buy a car, don't make Bluetooth the primary, the feature to be a deal breaker on a car. Don't do that. Bluetooth and heated steering wheel. She's going to laugh when she gets older. Bluetooth. I know. I said, look, you could just put an adapter. They sell these adapters. You could just put it right in there and have instant Bluetooth. Oh, I'm going to be doing 2-hour rides. That's all you want from a car is good Bluetooth. Can't talk sense to them. It is funny, Mr. Jordan. It's the number one thing. It's got to have Bluetooth. Oh, my goodness gracious. That's who I am. That's just who I am. I have to have the luxury. I'll pay the extra money. I don't care. Okay, guys, I'm going to head to bed. Broke my fast. Kind of hit me hard tonight. I was really out of energy tonight. 100-degree weather out here. All right, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow night, same time, 10 o'clock. Peace out, Girl Scouts.